mission includes radio broadcasting, both from various organizations and individuals, the internet, telephone calls, and other intercepted forms of communication. Its secure communications mission includes military, diplomatic, and all other sensitive, confidential, and secret government communications, according to a 2010 article in the Washington Post. Every day, collection systems at the National Security Agency intercept and store 1.7 billion emails, phone calls, and other types of communications. The NSA sorts a fraction of those into 70 separate databases because of its listing task. NSA CSS has been heavily involved in cryptoanalytic research, continuing the work of predecessor agencies which had broken many World War II codes and ciphers. In 2004, NSA Central Security Service and the National Cyber Security Division of the Department of Homeland Security (DHS) agreed to expand NSA's Centers of Academic Excellence in Information Assurance Education program. As part of the National Security Presidential Directive 54, Homeland Security Presidential Directive 23 NSPD 54, signed on January 8, 2008 by President Bush, the NSA became the lead agency to monitor and protect all of the federal government's computer networks from cyber terrorism. Operations by the National Security Agency can be divided into three types: collection overseas, which falls under the responsibility of the Global Access Operations (GAO) division; domestic collection, which falls under the responsibility of the Special Source Operations (SSO) division; hacking operations, which falls under the responsibility of the Tailored Access Operations (TAO) division. So just bear with me now. Okay. Echelon. Echelon was created in the incubator of the Cold War. Today it is a legacy system and several NSA stations are closing. NSA CSS, in combination with the equivalent agencies in the United Kingdom Government Communications Headquarters, Canada Communications Security Establishment, Australian Signals Directorate, and New Zealand Government Communications Security Bureau, otherwise known as the UK-USA Group, was reported to be in command of the operation of so-called Echelon system. Its capabilities were suspected to include the ability to monitor a large portion of the world's transmitted civilian telephone, fax, and data traffic. During the early 1970s, the first of what became more than 8 large satellite communication dishes were installed at Menwith Hill. Investigative journalist Duncan Campbell reported in 1988 on the Echelon surveillance program, an extension of the UK-USA Agreement on Global Signals Intelligence (SIGINT), and detailed how the eavesdropping operation worked. On November 3, 1999, the BBC reported that they had confirmation from the Australian government of the existence of a powerful global spying network codenamed Echelon that could eavesdrop on every single phone call, fax, or email anywhere on the planet, with Britain and the United States as the chief protagonists. They confirmed that Menwith Hill was linked directly to the headquarters of the U.S. National Security Agency at Fort Meade in Maryland. NSA's United States Signals Intelligence Directive USSID-18 strictly prohibited the interception or collection of information about U.S. persons, entities, corporations, or organizations without explicit written legal permission from the United States Attorney General when the subject is located abroad or the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court when within U.S. borders. Alleged Echelon-related activities, including its use for motives other than national security, including political and industrial espionage, received criticism from countries outside of the UK-USA alliance. Other Signet operations overseas. The NSA was involved in planning to blackmail people with sextant intelligence gained about potential targets' sexual activity and preferences. Those targeted had not committed any apparent crime, nor were they charged with one. In order to support its facial recognition program, the NSA is intercepting millions of images per day. The Real-Time Regional Gateway is a data collection program introduced in 2005 in Iraq by NSA during the Iraq War that consisted of gathering all electronic communication, storing it, and then searching and otherwise analyzing it. It was effectively providing information about Iraqi insurgents who had eluded less comprehensive techniques. This collected all strategy introduced by the NSA. Keith B. Alexander is believed to be by Glenn Greenwald of The Guardian to be the model for the comprehensive worldwide mass archiving of communications which the NSA is engaged in as of 2013. A dedicated unit of the NSA locates targets for the CIA for extrajudicial assassination in the Middle East. The NSA also spied on extensively on the European Union, the United Nations, and numerous governments, including allies and trading partners in Europe, South America, and Asia. In June 2015, WikiLeaks published documents showing the NSA spied on French companies. In July 2015, WikiLeaks published documents showing that the NSA spied on federal German ministries since the 1990s. Then German Chancellor Angela Merkel's cell phones of her predecessors has been intercepted. Boundless informant. Edward Snowden revealed in June 2013 that between February 8 and March 8, 2013, the NSA collected about 124.8 billion telephone data items and 97.1 billion computer data items throughout the world, as was displayed in charts from an internal NSA tool codenamed Boundless Informant. Initially, it was reported that some of these data reflected eavesdropping on citizens in countries like Germany, Spain, and France, but later on it became clear that those data were collected by European agencies during military missions abroad and were subsequently shared with NSA. Bypassing encryption. In 2013, reports uncovered a secret memo that claims the NSA created and pushed for the adoption of dual ECD or BG encryption standard that contained built-in vulnerabilities. In 2006 to the United States National Institute of Standards and Technology (NIST), and International Organization for Standardization aka ISO. This memo appears to give credence to previous speculation by cryptographers at Microsoft Research. Edward Snowden claims that the NSA often bypasses encryption altogether by lifting key information before it is encrypted or after it's decrypted. X keyscore rules as specified in file X keyscore rules 100.txt, sourced by German TV stations NDR and WDR, who claim to have excerpts from its source code, reveal that the NSA tracks users of privacy-enhancing software tools, including Tor, and anonymous email service provided by the MIT Computer Science and Artificial Intelligence Laboratory (CSAIL) in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and readers of the Linux Journal. So I'm going to leave it here today for this one, for this video. So if you liked it, please like and subscribe, and thanks for listening.